Lorraine Kelly reports.
In the Cairngorms, TVAM on Loch Lomond.
Accident investigators will continue to study the two flight recorders in order to establish the cause of this horrific tragedy.
It's nearly time to say goodbye. It's high time we thanked you, the viewers, excuse me, for your loyalty. You're the biggest rogue of all. It's been great working with you. I'm still breastfeeding her. Look at the wee faces, look at those wee angels. It's so sad. 16 of them dead and their teacher. We've all been sitting here overnight to remember Diana. They want to be here, they want to pay their respects. Stephen's mother, Doreen, joins me now. It's her first major TV interview since the trial.
Inside, it's not been really good. It's been a difficult time for me.
We're here for a special programme to mark this weekend's 10th anniversary of 9/11. Very, very difficult for both of you. It's been absolutely horrendous.
Our daughter's been taken and she's been subjected to something terrifying.
You know, like everyone else, I just hope for a happy ending one day. If you are innocent and you'd have nothing to fear or nothing to hide, why would you not go back?
This is everything to fear. This, as an innocent person, is the ultimate nightmare.
On behalf of everybody, I just want to say how sorry we are for your loss. You've been accused of deception. That is a pretty serious accusation. How do you...
Well, it's simply not right.
We do need to get more young girls perhaps interested in politics or public life, or just doing the best they can.
The threat of spending hundreds of hours away from my home and family now fills me with dread.
That must have been such a tough decision.
You know, there was pretty mixed emotions there.
I went supersonic, instant facelift. You have inspired a whole new generation of little boys and girls that want to be astronauts.
I think that's fantastic.
We are launching our Change and Check campaign.
This is just something that just makes it feel like it's all been worthwhile.
You know, everybody keeps sort of calling you to a power couple. How do you feel about that?
We can only represent ourselves, so we can only represent, you know, a certain type of transgender person, a certain type of transgender couple.
This one's actually called Lorraine Kelly.
Oh my life. That's right, Lorraine. You now have your very own live penguin. Here is her birth certificate.
Be kind and enjoy the best business in the world. Aren't we lucky to be in telly? Isn't it great?
What's great is everyone in the studio thought they've got these T-shirts with your head on.
I know.
Different heads.
It's very odd.
With these extraordinary array of hairstyles you've had over the years.
I have to apologise for my hairstyle and for the fact that, like, most of the folks that are wearing those weren't even born when those
Do you know
pictures
what?
were taken.
Lorraine has said an extraordinary thing to me. We were watching there, in the middle of it, there's Tim Peake, the astronaut, and you turned to me and just said casually, I'm training to be an astronaut in 2 weeks. I went, what?
I know.
You are?
Yeah. I'm going to San Francisco to be an astronaut.
This is why you're so good at what you do, because you never stop. Who trains to be an astronaut at your stage of life?
It's a bit bonkers, but I'm just thinking, you know, if they need me, I'm there. If they want me to go to Mars, I'm there. I'll be ready.
Yeah, but every time I've suggested you should be with me, you've said I'm not there.
Well, there's still time. There's still time. There's lots to do.
How well do you think you know your own life?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Hopefully, OK.
Why don't we take a little trip down memory Lorraine?
Memory Lorraine.
First of all, you've had more early morning starts than anybody else in British television history. But is it true you once presented an episode of TVAM drunk as a skunk because of a famous actor?
Well, I wasn't drunk as a skunk. I was merry. Yes, it was John Hannah. We went out to celebrate the fact he'd got a part in 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and we went for lunch.
Iconic role, is it?
Amazing. Well, he wasn't sure because he didn't know. He was, I'm not sure.
So you went for lunch? Now, lunch started at what, 1 o'clock?
Probably about 12.
You're on air at 6 the next day?
Yeah, I needed to be in the studio for half 4.
And at what time did you go to bed?
I never went to bed.
Right. So you drank... Well, wait a minute. So you drank for 10.5 hours, but you weren't drunk as a skunk?
Well, no, but you know how sometimes you can drink yourself nearly sober because you get so
That's
drunk?
Completely untrue.
Well,
it is impossible to drink yourself sober.
Well, any normal person, Piers, would have phoned up and said, I've had terrible, I don't know, food poisoning or something, but I've got this thing, I've got to go to my work. So I'm bouncing off bouncing off the walls and thinking I've got to go to my work. And I did, and nobody noticed. I did the whole show and nobody noticed.
Well, you hope nobody noticed.
I don't think.
Now, we got hold of John Hannah to hear his version of events. Let's see what John had to say.
We'd gone out for a bit of lunch, early kind of lunch, I seem to remember, and somewhere in Covent Garden. And I think I remember you had snails. I don't know if you remember this. Do you have snails? And I thought, it's a bold choice for a lass from East Kilbride, but there you go. Yeah, and we knew you were working the next day, so I'm sure we were very professional, and yeah, we would have called it an early night, I'm sure. If this was late 80s or like early 90s though, I might have got it wrong, because to be honest, there's not much I remember about those years. Congratulations for getting away with it for 30 odd years. I'm not that far behind you, darling. One thing East Kilbride has taught us is just keep bluffing, eh?
I love him. That was so nice.
Great guy, great actor.
Guy.
And it turned out to be an extraordinary movie and a great role for him.
I know, it was fantastic. And what a great way to celebrate.
Now, he mentioned East Kilbride. Your big break in journalism was at the East Kilbride News.
That's right, yeah.
What do you remember about your Women's Week page that you used to knock out?
Oh, I did. I used to write a column every week, didn't I?
Oh, yes, you did.
That was crazy.
And I was struck by what we discovered when we researched the kind of stuff you would do in that column.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Like what?
Do you remember saying this, for example?
Oh, no.
It's now the latest craze sweeping Scotland. All you have to do is lie down on a special sunbed, which toasts you a beautiful golden brown on both sides.
Is this sunbed?
Both sides. I was invited to try out the sunbed, and it was the most relaxing and enjoyable half hour I spent for ages. I know what you're thinking, viewers. Is there a picture of naked Lorraine Kelly on the sunbed?
Please, no.
Oh, there is.
No. Oh, no! Not even the paper! Oh, my gosh! That's really scary.
Oh, that's really scary. Do you know, that shows you how old I am. That was Sunbeds just coming out. And they've come out and they've gone back in again.
Just in case you thought we'd done any fake news there, here is a framed copy of the sunbed where it's fun to be browned off. And just to clarify, it wasn't all over tan, right?
Absolutely.
That's for you.
Thank you. Oh, I had such good fun there. I had such good fun in the East Kilbride News. A great way to start. It's a great way to start. Loved it.
East Kilbride's produced you and John Hannah. That's not bad.
Yeah, and Ali
Pretty hilarious.
McCoist as well. Ali McCoist is from East Kilbride.